A large part of silk shading is the shading element, and we don't end up discussing that too much when we're thinking about technique. We've spent the last few weeks just looking at a vertical stitch action with no real angles involved and with very, very limited colours. But here I've started to incorporate a wider range. This week in my Essential Embroidery Stitch Society, I've actually done a whole lesson on how to choose your colours to put a palette together. And I've put together this rainbow, which I'll be exploring for the next few weeks. Colour within our stitching helps to denote our lights and our darks. It helps to create movement. It helps to create shape. Colour is so important. Being able to identify the colour is also very important. And through this sample, which I've broken into 2 weeks because I spent 4 hours filming this, so it can't all happen in 1 week. What I wanted to show in this sample was how even when my stitches stay vertical, I can create motion and movement through an area of embroidery. So that's basically the sample here is me having some playtime. It's then going to feed into another sample where we start to look at angle. So where I've got these different shades that are blending into each other, I've gone with a nice rainbow. They're all feeding into each other quite nicely. However, I could decide to mix an orange and a green together and shade them well if I chose the correct orange and the correct green. It's called optical blending. It's when your eye doesn't read the two individual colours, it sees the blend of the two as they are mixing, and it's how we get all the different shades that we can't easily access in thread. We may be able to access a palette of 500 plus different stranded cottons, but we have so many more colours to play with. So when we start to understand how threads blend together and they mix, our palette becomes infinite. So here we've got a few nice subtle examples, we've got some bold examples, and we've got more to come next week, just where we're looking at colour mixing with colour, and isn't it glorious?